How are you doing today? Hopefully, you're doing great and had a great night and great day so far. Appreciate you spending time stopping here. Not every day is a great day, though, is it? Some days just don't work out well for us, and we don't feel the best and don't always act the best. Maybe you heard the story about the woman who got up one morning, got dressed, went downstairs, went across the street to have tea with her good friend and neighbor across the street. When she got there, all she did was complain. She complained about the weather. She complained about politics. She complained about the community, just everything. When she finally paused for a moment, the neighbor asked her, "Did you wake up grouchy today?" And the woman thought about it for a moment. She said, "No, I left him sleeping in bed." I kind of like that. But could that be you? Sometimes it's me. Let me share another story that talks about grouchiness and how it affects us and others around us. Now, if you have children, maybe grandchildren, you probably haven't escaped some exposure to the television program Sesame Street. One of the great favorite characters on the program was a guy called Oscar the Grouch. Now, he's a cranky little fella that lives in a trash can, and he continually finds something to complain about, usually with everything that happens and everyone he meets. The character is not real life, though, is it? It's really not how children should be exposed to things and think that's the real world, especially when it comes to acceptable grouchiness. A friend shared a following story with me. Again, a story that I just loved about how our grouchiness affects others sometimes. He said, the lady wrote this down. She said, "I had a pretty hectic day with my 4 year old. He was being terrible that day. When bedtime came, I laid down the law gruffly and I said, 'We are putting on pajamas, we are brushing your teeth, and we are reading one book, and that's it, lights out. And no messing around tonight.'" She leaned down to kiss him goodnight. His arms went around her neck, gently embraced her, and said, we learned in Sunday school that there are some boys and girls who don't have mommies and daddies." And she thought, oh, wow. I've been such a grouch, and he still was grateful to have me. I began to feel tears well up in my eyes. And he leaned in and whispered, "Maybe you could be their mommy." Children, do we give them what they need? Do we act like we should, like we would like to act? Not always. The question for us is, you know, can you see yourself in that situation? I mean, I've been there. I've not always reacted in the best way to those around me and those that I love. Probably, you know, at times you didn't mean to be short or grouchy, and you were anyway. What can you do with when that happens? Actually, it's not as hard to deal with as you may think. You say the magic words. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean that." The great King Solomon wrote these words in Proverbs 15 and 1, verse 1. "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger." Now, if there's a challenge for us today, and I think it is that we choose. I mean, have you really thought about what you're choosing for your life each day? Anne Shirley in the book Green Gables said something like this: "We begin every day brand new without any mistakes." You see, sometimes we choose what we do, and I understand that sometimes, as they say, life just happens and it doesn't give us a choice. But most of the time, we have a choice of how we act, how we feel, how we relate to other people. I was watching a Christmas movie back in December, January, sometime in there. And, whether you believe in Christmas, want to celebrate, I don't care. It doesn't make any difference to me. But at one point, the character who played Santa Claus in this modern day Santa Claus scenario made this comment, and it just stuck with me. I thought probably the best thing in the movie for me, anyway. He said, "We choose every day who we want to be." And he went on and said, "Big decisions and little ones, every one of them matter." What kind of decisions are you making today? I mean, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing in relationship to, do you do what you need to do? Are you putting off doing what's the right thing and what you should be doing? What's in your life that you need to be changing, you need to be doing differently? Because you see, we have a choice in the matter. It's not just something that's just thrust on us. So if I have a desire, a prayer, if you will, for you, is that your periods of grouchiness may be far and few between, and that you may follow up quickly with the words that ask for forgiveness. You see, we don't want to make me or anyone else call you Oscar, do you? Now, I try to share messages like this because I think that our lives and our decisions are important. And I want you to make decisions that choose to do good and be good, lives that serve serve God, choose to honor God, as well as make yourself happy. And you can do both. You really can. Now, I appreciate you so much for being here. I'd appreciate it if you take a moment and hit that little click button down there and that says like. And if you can, subscribe to me if you feel like that's a good thing to do. And leave a comment if you can. And I'll try to get to that and respond if I can. So my desire is that, God bless you and keep you this day always as you make the right decisions and try to overcome even the grouchy periods. Have a blessed day.